see is tomorrow. Sometimes I can feel it coming, like a moving tide. Yeah. I pack my things and start running, 'cause I can face it on my own. But when you're by my side, I feel stronger. No need to run, no need to hide with you. Made up my mind, it is you that I will follow, 'cause it is our time, yeah. And I won't wait till tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Oh. I won't wait till tomorrow. The rain is like never ending. Oh, it's a moody sight. But your eyes make me forget it. Oh, 'cause they light up the sky. 'Cause when you're by my side, I feel stronger. No need to run, no need to hide, 'cause I made up my mind. It is you that I will follow, 'cause it is our time, yeah. And I won't wait till tomorrow. Ooh, yeah. I can't wait till tomorrow. No, wanna be by your side. No need to run or hide when I'm with you. Let me go for one day, let me lose myself again. Give me something for the pain, always trying to pretend that I'm not living just a lie. Broken heart and shattered lives. Let me go for one day, let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. Oh, I knew that if I die, that we would come to this, that we would say goodbye. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Don't wanna think about the past, I'm crying out behind the mask. So give me something for the pain, I wanna lose myself again. Please get out of my mind. Just get out of my sight. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. How I knew that it would die. That we would come to this. That we would say goodbye. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me free this feeling. Oh, someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me see it. Oh, someone help me free this feeling. Someone now help me see it. Oh, help me free this feeling. Sometimes I'm all about the easy way. Sometimes I go for the gold. I never thought you were easy prey. I just knew I was sold. You probably knew all along what my intentions were. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, baby. I want no lines to be blurred, 'cause I can see the light of lust shining, baby, from behind those bedroom eyes. And when I see the light of lust shining, don't you know that I just wanna hear you sigh? Here we are, back at your place. You put on Marvin Gaye. Oh, won't you come a little closer, baby? Tonight's gonna go our way. Yes, I can see the light of lust shining, baby, from behind.
Let's give a warm welcome. Every voice that sings to lift in heaven. Hello everybody and welcome to BSU's annual Poetry Slam. I'm Nevaeh, the president of BSU for the 2022-2023 school year, and I want to take a second to introduce our wonderful board members. BSU leadership, please step out. I'm Nevaeh and I'm the president of BSU.
I'm Marty and I'm the vice president.
I'm Linnea and I'm the secretary.
I'm Spencer and I'm treasurer.
Right, this is BSU's 8th annual Poetry Slam, and this year's theme is Prevail.
We have a great show planned for you all, and we are excited to hear everyone's poems. Our poets have prepared amazing poems and spoken words. Please sit back and relax for a night of poetry. Firstly, we will introduce our lovely judges who will award the top 3 finalists at the night's end. So there on the far left, we have Mr. McCoy. In the middle right there, we have Mr. Hildebrand. And then at the end right there, we have Mrs. Harden.
Now we will get into our first poem of the night. Before we start, it is proper Poetry Slam etiquette to snap after poems entitled. Please give a warm welcome to BSU's very own sponsor, Mr. Fogel.
Really made me think about how much you mean to me, how much I mean to you. To tell you the truth, damn, why do you have to leave? Like I said, we just met. There's so much more. I have so much more. I want you to have so much more. But in this case, what I want doesn't matter. Mind is telling me to handle this like a man. My body and my soul are telling me to let my emotions take hold. I've begun to pray at night, hoping some mystical, magical miracle will allow us to be together for as long as our hearts will allow it. The past couple of days I've prepared or tried to prepare myself for what's going to happen. While doing this, all I've done is become angry. Last time I left you, I felt like, still remember when we first kissed. I didn't know what was going to transpire. You didn't know what was. I finally realized maybe there is something called fate. I loved the first time I heard your voice, just as I will the last time. I loved holding your hand, just as I will the last time. I loved you holding, crying, smiling, laughing with me, just as I will the last time. I'm going to miss everything about you. Damn, I'm so emotional. these words sound a little corny. What am I going to do? You're my queen, and now my kingdom is being destroyed. My happiness is being taken away. My heart is being ripped apart. For some reason, that's the hardest question to answer. But there are no more questions to ask. Worries, no more wondering. Remember when we watched the sunset? I'm beginning to feel right now. I feel like a zombie as I try to prepare myself for this. And how can you prepare yourself for something like this? I've been thinking about that question you asked me about how long love lasts. My answer to you would be forever.
Wow, that was a great poem. Now let's welcome our second poem of the night, titled Will You Remember Me, presented by Haley Phobes.
In an ocean of millions upon millions. Every single one has their own life, their own being, their own might. Every single one is special, including me. I am unique. Written. But how much of that will I control on my own? Must I strive to thrive, or what must I change? What will be the range of my future's cost? I just feel lost. Lost like a boat out of its mood. A raft, or maybe a sailboat. The deck wet with water, sailor simply just a starter. The boat is out at sea. Black fog swarms around, and the whirl of heavy winds blow past. And the sound it makes induces fear. The boat is unable to steer. Darkness plagues the ocean and rages the waves. The boat bounces and bows across the rushing water. It is pulsing, unable to control its movements through Mother Nature's violent slaughter. Thick clouds swirl overhead as the whirl of heavy winds blow past. As thick raindrops slap the wood, the boat knows this journey will be its last. With a crack, the lightning strikes and lights the deck. The boat shatters into mere splinters from winter's storm. Then it sinks down past the coral reefs, past the aquatic forests and the algae swaying in the current. Then it settles at the bottom, the boat rotten as it will be forgotten. Will that be me? What will cause me to fall over that lip and become that ship? What will be the situation to have the dedication to rock me so rough so I cannot stay tough and run me back and forth with the worth of those waves? And who or what will be my lightning, shining in the night, lighting my life? It strikes in my wake and causes me to break. Then I sink, and the brink of the world that I was barely hanging on to fades away without allowing me a moment to pray. And like my rotten boat, I too will be forgotten. What does my future hold? I am told that I must be successful, but I just don't know, and I feel regretful. If I rise or I sink, if I die or I sing, what will I do to cause a resonant tone to ring so I will be remembered? What must I do to achieve that? What do I have to accomplish to be that? But even so, will I still be known? How much have I grown? Will I be the person everyone wants me to be? But if I do or I don't, well, if I read what I wrote, will you remember me? Will I have the luxury of being a memory to you? Or will I be like the enemy in a book where you just look away and ignore their existence? But I don't want people to fear me. I want people to hear me. But if being heard means being feared, then maybe that wouldn't be so bad. But what if I want to explore? What if I want to be more? What if I want people to sing songs for me? I want symphonies, not whisperings. I want to be a part of history. I want my own biography. I want people to talk about me on the streets as they pass, but is that just too much to ask? What if I don't want to be an enemy or a memory? What if I just want to be me? Like how a bee stings, then flutters, then falls. Or how a bell rings, then tampers, then stalls. The song sung for me will stay as a memory, but a memory to me, and that's all it ever will be. Thank you.
give another round of snaps for Will You Remember Me by Haley Phelps. Now it's time for an ad break. Don't worry, all. Darth Vader will be back, and hopefully his powers will come. Anyhow, let's welcome our third poet of the night, titled The Duel by the one and only George Song.
I'm sure many people like you have heard of the story of David and Goliath, where basically some big guy and little guy try beating each other up. I don't know, maybe because they had some beef. Or in this case, a warlord against a puny little man. Many poetic and pop culture references have been implemented into this wacky tale of prevailing through the toughest situations, even though unwinnable. As the story goes on, the motto of think smarter, not harder, emerges in the final fight. So I present to you The Duel by George Song, aka me. A warlord on his horse peeks over the hill, his men and carriage all under his will. We shall conquer all there is to see, from the land to the sky, to the towns and the seas. He carried a great axe with a sheath around his back, being slow and bulky. No bodily physique he lacked. He rode into a town with few soldiers around. He pillaged and he plundered all things that he found. To purge or not to purge, that is the question. Wait till I destroy your homes, that will teach you all a good lesson. He then looked on to see all the fear in their eyes. He swung his large axe and sent them scattering like flies. There's no one to stop me, none to defy my power, for I am the greatest conqueror, who no one shall overpower. Ha 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 ha! He looked behind him, and there stood a bold little man, with a hat on his head and a small fist in his hand. You shall not destroy our home, for it is everything we own. We have nothing else, sir. You should probably go. But the warlord stared and laughed. He laughed very hard. How could you, of all people, for whom can I regard? I killed all your soldiers. They fell like a stick. Besides, I had the high ground and felled them all with one kick. How about a duel to the death? See who is the best. Our fight will be legendary, raising his fist in his chest. The man thought. He thought for a while, for he had an idea. Held a smug smile. That's a good idea, a fair point for short. I'll see you at 5 in the grounds of the court. At the time of the duel, tensions were held high. The warlord and challenger approached as the sun shone through the sky. Ah, prepare to die, said the warlord of course. He then went to polish his axe with the blade sharpened. The man stood alone, with his hat gleaming in the sun, and the challengers both then started to run. With one fell swoop, with a grunt and a slash, Warlord swung his large axe and created a thundering crash. But the man was too fast. Running past on a whim, he ran in circles, the axe just. The man then jumped and kicked at the warlord's eye. With a scream of pain, blood dripped. In a furious attempt, the warlord charged at the man, his face blinded with rage, missing his head by a strand. He saw a brick wall and attempted to stop, but by then it was too late. Hit the wall and met fate. The crowd cheered and roared and carried the man in their arms. He saved the village! He saved the day! And they all cheered and partied away.
Now let's welcome our next poem of the night, titled Assimilate, written by Imani Christian, read by Imani, and accompanied by Deja Hodge.
Place that for some reason isn't even spoken of.
To be honest, y'all wouldn't even believe it.
But back in the day,
I couldn't believe this. Black beauty was real because of the things they would say.
if I told y'all would say, no one ever said that. But being told you're pretty for a black girl for some reason doesn't come with any feedback.
For a black girl,
What do you mean by that?
for a black girl,
Clearly it didn't seem like that.
for a black girl.
God, why didn't I scream at that?
I wonder why for is such a violation.
Well, I wish we could explain our aggravation, but trying to explain it to you would be trying to teach an old dog new tricks. You can do it, but will it really stick?
We love everything about being black, but sometimes it's hard. Let us lay down some facts.
Can't walk with a pack of Skittles or end up like Trayvon Martin shot through his back.
Or end up like Breonna Taylor dead while trying to take a nap. Hate the statistic of only liking rap.
Love some 90s R&B, no cap. Our hair, our style, our slang, y'all hated it. But for some reason today, y'all say y'all created it.
We want y'all to understand the words we have spoken,
Because the things y'all ancestors did really left us broken.
and we hope you take this as a token
To spread the word of our ancestors unspoken.
Thank you two for reading that amazing poem for us. Now it's time for another ad break.
Game 2, can't wait to see it. What got coming up here? Good? Man, smack the crap out of me.
Wow, that was crazy. This will definitely be on social media later.
Our next poem of the night is titled Above and Beyond by Myasia Johnson.
Before this poem, I wrote 3 others. One was about my life this past month, how I'd been going through a bunch, how I felt like no one was there, how no one cared, how I felt like childhood was gone, how I was stuck in a time loop that goes on and on, how for that month my mindset was just gone. I bottled up all my emotions, putting on a fake smile, hurting for a while, then getting back in character. I felt like I was saving her. When I say her, I mean my real self, how I put her away like a book on a shelf. I'd hide my emotions in the dark, slowly let us. I'd express my emotions, but like the ocean, it was silent. A calm breeze would pass, and I noticed how being open just leaves you broken. How expressing your feelings leaves you hoping. How for someone to realize you're broken, but when it doesn't happen, things get left unspoken. So I closed my doors, put up a wall, and made a disguise that no one could recognize. And in doing that, I realized things weren't getting better. How holding the tears just builds up pressure. So I let it out. I cried and laughed. I even took the chance to shout. I had finally let her out, my true self, the person hidden on that shelf. I can now say I feel better. It was something. I wish you could have met her. The second was about someone I thought was special to me, how I thought he was amazing at things, but he was just selfish. Now I must replenish my confidence in hopes next time it all makes sense as to why I was betrayed, thrown away, but I never told him how I felt. I believed his feelings would just appear. Ghost, he disappeared. But why? I thought we were friends, or at least that's what you said. I put false tales in my head that spread and led to my feelings that I hid from afar. And in that poem I wrote, I called you a star. Because at the time you were. But that glow was a show you put on. And the fact that I liked you leaves me stunned. It makes me mad, sad, and glad. Mad because instead of just being regular friends, the things you said will go to my head and never end. Sad because I wanted you to notice me so bad that I'd post in hopes for your response. But I was glad because you were there for my stunts. And with that, my feelings grew strong. I knew they were wrong. A little glad, although letting the feelings go is sad. The third poem was about my family, how things were drastically changing. My grandmas on both things were broke. Me and my grandmas never really spoke. They never had a family relationship with me. And this past week, I've been trying to believe and deny reality, but it's happening. A couple days ago, I had a talk with my. He told me the first time I saw my dad cry, as he told me that after his mom dies, he'll have no parents on this earth. To think that the ones who gave birth, life to you would be gone, and how life we have is not so long. He told me later on that for family you have to go above and beyond. As those words struck like lightning in the sky, they lit up my mind. I was so tongue-tied, my throat was tightening. I felt like, what would I say? It was already a long day. Like the wind, I silently kept going, but the wind kept blowing and more news kept flowing. And on that same day, I heard my mom on the phone crying. She was explaining the situation, and I prayed for the motivation to be given to my grandma for her to fight through it, for my mom and dad to stay strong. Let me tell you, this past month has been hell. But because of that, I have something to tell to anyone in need. I was told not to hold your feelings inside. Like a cup, the more you fill it, the more it will rise and then overflow, and your feelings will eventually show. So just let it out. Even if something's misleading or even deceiving, you can always look towards your family, even if they can be annoying. They're all we have.
Thank you, Myasia.
Our last poem of the night is called Anger by Haley Vardaman. Strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. A feeling females feel quite frequently. We are silenced, overlooked, ignored, and just patted on the head to just turn the. How is it that an entire country that already oppressed entire societies and cultures swarming the next big thing like vultures? You may wink at me, but you don't even blink when another body goes missing. Why the hell is this happening? If you please. Too privileged to see the torment released. Pandora's box meets the 50s. Not as pretty, but just as stingy. My future, beautifully ignorant, will be violated and stuck in a world of torment. So I'm. The only thing I feel when I hear the news of another family sitting in the pews of their lost child no longer breathing, or their school goes up in flames for a gun owner fighting for their life, the future fathers praying for their wife when hospitals turn their back on them. I'm not an angry person. This emotion leaves a vile feeling on my tongue that I am done. I am done standing at the heart of war and seeing nothing more than sky. I am done. Holding my keys in my hand, praying it's enough to fight off a man. I am done. With the extensive regulations on bodies that don't affect you, I am done. Trying to keep myself out of the way and not be a distraction for a boy today. I am done. Pretending like I ask for anything bad that happens to me is because of what I wear on my body. I am done. I am done with the number of mass shootings there have been in 2023. Add 2 more, we'll be at 130. I am done. Trying to convince myself that when I am a mother, I won't hover over my children when the world gets dark and I'm only 18. I'm only 18 and I have so much anxiety for a family that's not rage, not anger, anguish. For the America I once knew in my own ignorant bliss is now the creator of my silent wish of another revolution. Thank you, Haley. That was a wonderful poem.
Now it's time for a short intermission to give our judges some time to tally up their votes. Located just outside the auditorium, there will be a stand where you, the audience, can vote for the fan favorite of the night. We'll have a QR code out there to scan. We are selling some homemade bakery treats there as well. We would appreciate if everyone could vote. Thank you and see you all in 20 minutes.
Think I might be over my troubles since you came around. Something struck me. Oh, lately I've been caught up in my mind. Oh, it's not hard to see. I was feeling down. You saw right through it all. Oh, I could not figure, no matter how I tried. Ooh, you cured my aching heart when you came around. I saw a million signs. I must be over it by now. There's a reason why. Oh, I think I might be over my troubles. Yeah, they've been there for so long now. Ooh, 'cause suddenly I think of tomorrow. Yeah. be over my troubles. They've been there for so long now. It's over.
That's one.
Suddenly I think of tomorrow. Yeah, since you came around.
Test 1 2 test test. Test 1 2 test test. Test 1 2 test test. Do you need more?
I was just lonely.
Test 1 2.
But since you came around,
I can't really turn it up anymore.
all I
So.
see is tomorrow.
You're doing great.
Okay. The Will Smith, I thought we.
Sometimes I can feel it coming, like a moving tide. Yeah, I pack my things and start running, 'cause I can face it on my own. But when you're by my side, I feel stronger. No need to run, no need to hide with you. Made up my mind. It is you that I'll follow. 'Cause it is our time, yeah. And I won't wait till tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I won't wait till tomorrow. The rain is like never ending. Oh, it's a moody sight. But your eyes make me forget it. Oh, 'cause they lighten up the sky. 'Cause when you're by my side, I feel stronger. No need to run, no need to hide, 'cause I made up my mind. It is you that I'll follow. 'Cause it is our time, yeah. And I won't wait till tomorrow. Ooh, yeah. I can't wait till tomorrow. No, wanna be by your side. No need to run or hide when I'm with you. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself again. Give me something for the pain. Always trying to pretend that I'm not living just a lie. Broken heart and shattered lives. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. Oh, I knew hanging out behind the mask. So give me something for the pain. I wanna lose myself again. Please get out of my mind. Just get out of my sight. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. How I knew that it would die. That we would come to this. That we would say goodbye. Someone help me see. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me free this feeling. Oh, someone help me see. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me see. Oh, someone help me free this feeling. Someone now help me see it. Oh, help me free this feeling. Sometimes I'm all about the easy way. Sometimes I go for the gold. I never thought you were easy prey. I just knew I was sold. You probably knew all along what my intentions were. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, baby. I want no lines to be blurred, 'cause I can see the light of lust shining, baby, from behind those bedroom eyes. And when I see the light of lust shining, don't you know that I just wanna hear you sigh? Here we are, back at your place. You put on Marvin Gaye. Oh, won't you come a little closer, baby? Tonight's gonna go our way. Yes, I can see the light of love
watching me when we're with our friends. It's definitely something in the air. So let's take it from there, 'cause I know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow, grow, grow? I think it's time we stop tipping on our toes. What's holding you back now, sugar? 'Cause I don't know, sure know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it, why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away, no. Grow, 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 grow. It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away. Oh, make you move before someone takes your place. I know how you feel, but you're scared to say to my face. I sure know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? It grows stronger for every day. We just can't give it away. Grow, 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 grow. It grows stronger for every day. We just can't give it away. Yeah, make you move before someone takes your place. I see you watching me when we're with our friends. There's definitely something in the air. So let's take it from there. So let's take it from there. Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? And I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? I know you want it. Afraid to let it show. You need it, baby. Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
They say love don't cost a thing. There's hearts for cards, but cash is king. Fancy cars and diamond rings. I won't get caught in all that greed. So come and take a walk in peace. There's all the freedom you need. And go spread your love for the people's greater needs. Take a walk in peace and hear what I'm saying now. The world is obsessed with material things. It's time to throw away your words agree with how your actions speak. I'm here to talk, not trying to preach. So come and take a walk in peace. There's all the freedom you need. And go spread your love for the people's greater needs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't let yourself get lost in all that greed. Oh no.
Finally don't get no fuss. Finally be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give up with someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a while. Haven't seen a smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all voted and enjoyed a quick snack. It is now time to announce the awards.
Before we begin into the results, we want to thank all the poets for sharing their own stories on what prevailing through adversity means to them. It's not easy to come on stage and be vulnerable, and we are appreciative and so proud of you all tonight. Secret envelope.
Ooh, thank you, Darth Vader, for the secret envelope. All right, so back to business. Firstly, we would like to announce the fan favorite of the night. It was a close one, but the fan favorite is... My Asia. And now our second place winner for tonight is, drumroll please, Assimilate by Imani and Deja. Now for the moment we have all been waiting for. The winner of tonight's BSU's 8th Annual Poetry Slam is, drumroll please, Anchor by Haley Barnabas. And before we wrap it up for the night, let's give Darth Vader one more chance.
Can he do it? Oh, it's working! He did it, y'all. We want to congratulate all our winners tonight, and we are extremely proud of you all. We want to give a big thank you to Kansas Breadbasket and our judges for participating. This couldn't have been done without the help of the technology team members who kindly donated their time this evening, and the Poppies and Performing Arts crew who allowed us to use this place. And of course, big thank you to Curtis. We also want to thank all of you guys for coming to BSU's 8th Annual Poetry Slam to support our club. We wish you all a safe ride home and a good night's rest.